Hi everybody, it's Rob Anderson. Okay, so here's the thing. I wanted to go through this. Let me make this go away. That was just as if my video started with a nice pretty picture. This video is going to have a bit of detail on what is the perfect product page to showcase your crafts on your WooCommerce listing. And it's pretty easy, to be very honest. Okay, let me start with this. I want to just go to the website. I already have a page. I did it recently, yesterday, day before, with my lovely teal box shadow. It's what makes us happy is the strangest things. Incidentally, I do a lot of SEO for people. I've done it for 16 years. I do it a lot less these days for people. And I know from being a proper, let's go and be kind to yourself, Rob, a proper SEO agency, that these kind of borders and shadows are not wise. Keep the images clear and the text on black and white, and you have the best success. Does it stop me from doing borders? And no. Okay, so sorry, I got a lot of ADHD, my bad. So on here, this article, first up, most importantly, you need to make all this work, you need to have a self-hosted WordPress website. Okay, so you can use WooCommerce, plus you own the website if it's self-hosted, and it's not like Wix or Shopify where you don't own your content. If they don't like you for whatever reason, and I say don't like you, normally they've got to wait till they get a lawyer's letter from one of your oppositions saying, they've copyrighted. No, and then boops, and your whole business has gone overnight. Self-hosted WordPress, safest. If you've done that, you can add WooCommerce, right? If you've got WooCommerce and you've done my SEO tips from this page correctly, and some of the tips are going to be covered in this page that I'm busy doing this video for you right now. Sorry about having a page still under build here. Let me exit the visual builder so it doesn't keep showing up the building of it. So there's a lot of details in here, and it's really important. Not a lot. There's enough for you to do what you need to do, okay, to make this work. And I highly suggest you come through here. My two videos will be on here, probably around about here. They're pretty much the same way, the two videos around about here. By the way, I still don't know why one is big and one is different sizes. Don't even try and make me understand that. Okay, so really what I wanted to tell you was, first, if you've done the SEO correctly, good. If then, once you've got to that, come and let me talk you through this. And if I can just find where my page disappeared to. Oh, I can't believe this. Give me a second. I tell you, when you've got multiple screens, things can be hectic. Okay, so to do the perfect listing or the perfect product page, you need, remember this, sorry, I probably should have started this very line in the very beginning of this recording. The whole point of this is to get more sales. You want to get to the point when somebody looks up any product, you want to be the one that's showing up in the shopping tab, in the images tab. You want to have your stuff showing up at the top of Pinterest. You want to be the one showing up at the top of your Instagram, on your Reels, on your TikTok. All of those things come from a correct listing and good SEO in every of those social media places, right? But here we're talking about your actual page listing. So this is the WooCommerce side of your page product listing. Okay. So the first line here is very, very real. High quality images are vital. So if you're going to photograph your product in a dirty workshop, which is what mine is, with poor lighting, which is what mine has, with whatever, a bit of a blurry because you thought you clicked and you moved away already because you've got a patience problem, which I have, you're going to be in trouble. The trick is to get decent lighting. It doesn't matter if it's just a flashlight, whatever you want to use, and hold the camera still and get some decent images. Take a lot of images so that even if it's 30 of them, you can sort through the 10 that you really need. So high quality images, and a lot of images from the angle from the side. Put a water bottle or your hand in the picture so they can see the size of it. Everything helps. Most importantly, a lot of images is not about the usability, in other words, showing your product correctly, but a lot of images help with your SEO too, so that Google looks and thinks, oh yeah, cool, all right, got it, because down here I'm going to tell you optimize the images. So for that, have I got images open anywhere? I do have. So what you would do here is, these are the images I made for this folder, by the way, this video page, as you can see. So when you've done an optimized image, I don't know what this is. This is a PNG, that's no good. So if it were I'm going to tell you to do this, save it as a JPEG, and then go right click it and go to the properties and optimize it correctly here in the details. Now a PNG doesn't work, but a JPEG does. Okay, then you've created it to the right size for fast loading times, etc., etc. So in fact, if you go back to there, sorry, you can see I had, whoops, oh dear, it's because I closed it. Let me pause it and find you that again. Wow, that turned out to be a mission. So let me show you this. I don't know where it was. It's this one. So if I look at the properties of this one, excuse me, you'll see that it's big. The MBs are 1.39. It's not that huge, but it's too big, okay? So what I normally do is, it depends on how much effort I put into it. I'll go in and, by the way, I do have a video course on working with images. So did I really want to do that? No, I didn't. Sorry, my bad. I wanted to go to the properties and show you that I normally just, this is a JPEG. Funny. Okay, so is that the right one? Oh, it turns out that I've opened them. Now they're both JPEGs. That's fine. So if it is a PNG, it wouldn't go there. But if it's a JPEG, I can go into here and give it a correct title as per the keyword, a correct subject. I can give it a 5-star rating. I can add at least 10 tags and put in a detailed 100-word comment thing and apply all of that. And I've now got a correct size. Sorry, how big was that? Properties, 121. It's still quite big, huh? Incidentally, it's okay, but you really want to kind of squish it down to, there we go, much better, to 40. So I would use this one, and let's see if it really is. Yep, and so that's the one I would have. Interesting that I had a correct bigger and smaller. I don't know what I did. It'll teach me to multitask at the same time. So to get back to where we were, sorry, oh my goodness, I keep fiddling with things. I really got to behave. This is what I wanted. So you're going to optimize your images. They load fast, right? Most importantly, there is software. So I'm making this in the beginning, in fact already nearly the middle of March. Yay, Formula One, middle of March 2025. And as little as a month ago, 2 months ago, there was software out specifically for e-commerce, meaning if you've got, if you're you make handbags, you make shoes, clothing, anything, this software literally will take your product, improve it, and give it a really nice background. And so you do that if you have that. It probably wasn't expensive, probably less. I've got no idea, I don't remember. It's unlikely it was more than $150 and more than likely $30 for the basic stuff. It was, I think, just an app. It doesn't matter. Look into it. If not, if your images are good enough, that's cool too. Right, now, a video is excellent. I always look at the videos. If you don't start to do that, you can spot all sorts of interesting flaws on a product when there's a video of it. Not only that, it helps you see things better and clearer. I've done it. I do carpentry work as a hobby, occasionally products that I sell. And this week alone, I've probably looked at 20 things to do with gazebos, whatever. And I look at the videos every single time. So look at the videos. It's hugely important. Okay, so if you've got a video, it works extremely well on Pinterest. 20-second video is all you need. And the same 20-second video on your TikTok, on your shorts, could drive a pile of listings to you. Also, when you do your search online, I don't think I've got anything in the search bar, but under the shopping, under the images, those aren't likely. YouTube will, but not the others will show up in that search. Right. Although the pure search for it, right? Let me find one. Give me a sec. Okay, you're back. So I searched for custom leather bracelets for men. And if you look, it shows sponsored first. Hello, Google. But then it shows Etsy. It shows listings. In this case, it hasn't shown any video. Down there, it goes to more images. Still no video, that's fine. So if you went to in fact, here, videos, people don't always do that from here, I have to be honest, based on my experience with customers, etc. What they do is they go to shopping. They want to see what price they're going to pay. Again, sponsored are showing up, and then popular product after that. If you've done, watch my other video. And in fact, I used this as an example. It's why it's in the top of my head, personalized leather bracelets. If you'd have done correct SEO for your WooCommerce listing, you should appear here within a couple of weeks after doing what I've told you to do in the other video on that other page. Right, so people come here and they also go to images. If I can just get it to go there, sorry. Go on to shopping and images. So those are the places that people look at, and if you've done it correctly, you should be, again, this is sponsored, but if you've done yours right, you should appear within these first two rows here, especially if you've got 50 listings, all of them very, very beautifully optimized and with decent photographs. Again, can you see any bad pictures here? No. If you go down to here, sorry, wherever the here is, you will start to see bad pictures because, well, they don't get to rank the best. So, enough of that. Go back to my page. My page is a PDF. Right, so now in your descriptions, for your items to be properly showcased, your SEO, meaning your proper product descriptions, must be perfect. If you've got more than one listing, test. So I want to put the words out like this: a frilly description. Test it by all means. I don't recommend it. You know, these are beautiful, blah blah blah. All, but if test one that's straightforward, to the point, describing exactly what your product is, but in clear, I suppose, English. Because of, you can hear I get sidetracked, etc., etc. in my life, I would use Claude. So that would be, have a look, I've been using Claude here already for you guys. So I'd come in and ask Claude, excuse me, would you please, sorry about that, would you please give me a correct, whatever, a product description for my WooCommerce, etc., and give them the name of the actual product. And AI is likely to give you a better one. ChatGPT maybe not as good, as long as you're using the most up-to-date version of whichever AI you prefer to use. Right, we've covered optimizing your images. That's huge. Yeah, so the shipping and the pricing kind of go hand in hand. You know this. Go to Etsy and look for something that's similar to what yours is, and then look at how many it says in their shopping cart. You know what it means? It means they saw the shipping price was more than the actual product. By the way, I have a problem. A lot of what I make is expensive to ship because it's these key rack holders that have these little houses and like a little village. And I can't help myself. I'll make it 3 layers deep, and eventually the thing weighs a huge amount, and the shipping would be pricey. So in my case, it pays me to work on local So local search is huge too. And again, on my website, I've got stuff for local search. But if you're doing products that work well on Etsy because of shipping, it'll work just as well if you've done it correctly on your page. And if you've done it correctly on your website, you should outrank Etsy for your keywords in Google search, if that all makes sense. Pause that and rewind it and listen to what I just said. If you've done your WooCommerce listing, what I've told you here and on that SEO page, and your images are cool, etc. If your images are cool, they're going to show up great on Etsy too, right? But here, they're going to show, if your SEO and your listings and all of this, your reviews, customer reviews are all done well, you're going to show up. Incidentally, I should probably add here, I can't, it's a PDF. I don't think it's editable, doesn't matter. Get backlinks. Get backlinks. If it's a product that there are lots of searches for it, and if you're on page 1 and you're getting a lot of clicks, you could literally sell 10 or 20 of them a day. Well, pay for some backlinks, or learn how to do them. And in doing that, you will have, you can, by the way, you can get backlinks from directories. They're called citations if you want to look it up and treat it like that. So literally the yellow pages, you can get a direct listing on the yellow pages straight to that specific page, that specific listing. But you're probably better off with social media links. So that would be fun because you're going to share it all on social media. But find a powerful website that does what you do. So it can be a crafting website, and you give them a how-to video, how to make the very product that you do. And it doesn't matter if you're literally giving away some of your secrets, because first up, very few people will do it, and secondly, by getting they can only publish that video if you get a backlink to your page. And if your page has got 3 or 4 powerful backlinks, you could have thousands of opposition, and it won't matter because you will be number 1 on page 1 for all of the related keyword searches for that. That's it. The rest of it, if I can do this without, there it did say enable editing. Well done, Rob. So come through and read through this again. I didn't mention this at the beginning. It ran through my head when I was telling you have to have a self-hosted WordPress website. If you use my affiliate link to get your hosting, and I only refer you to good hosting, not the ones I don't want to mention on video, but they're very, very popular ones. Normally, if you pick anybody, 5 people, and you say, excuse me, where would you get hosting? 3 of those 5 would mention the one I'm telling you not to get, but not here on this video. So, sorry about that, I told you I've got my ADHD. If you use my affiliate link to get the hosting, I will install your WordPress for you. I'll set up the core of your cPanel, which means I'd set up your emails, make sure you've got, what's the word I'm looking for? This HTTP, sorry, my brain not always functional, that thing. So I'd set all of that up for you. I'd install a premium theme, Elegant Themes Divi, and send you off to videos to learn how to do that. So it's cost you nothing extra, and I'm doing it because I make a commission. I can do it all in not very long, and therefore I'm earning good monies if you've done that for me. Unless, of course, I'm watching YouTube videos in between, which I tend to do. So fine, that's me. So come through here, look through it. If you've got questions, if I kind of glossed over, I started a sentence, never finished it, let me know. Both the short and the long videos will be up here. They'll also probably be on YouTube and might be in my, I don't know where my place is called. It's called Patreon. All of that is probably where you're going to find it. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for your time and trouble. And best of luck with your WooCommerce images. Take care. Cheers.